Deep within the emerald embrace of the ancient forest, a silent titan stands as a testament to the passage of centuries. This giant of the woods, scarred by time, weather, and the relentless crawl of nature, bears a vast, cavernous heart. To the casual observer, this hollowed core is merely a monument to decay, a dark void reclaimed by the shadows. But to a mind attuned to the whispers of the wild, it is an invitation. It is the raw, unshaped promise of a sanctuary, waiting patiently to be born. With quiet, deliberate determination, the delicate dance of creation begins. The hollow, choked with the dance of detritus of countless forgotten seasons, must first be delivered. Every swing of the heavy shovel unearths the rich, intoxicating scent of the woodland floor, a perfume of deep soil and decaying leaves. This is not a violent conquest of nature, but a respectful negotiation. She is asking the ancient tree for shelter, and in return, she will breathe a vibrant new purpose into its empty, silent core. She is carving out a space for human life, nestled safely within the living, breathing armor of the forest. But an empty void offers little true comfort against the biting chill of the wild. A home requires strength. It requires an anchor. It requires fire. From the scattered bones of the forest floor, she gathers heavy, fractured stones, carrying them to the base of her new refuge. Down by the whispering stream, where the water cuts through the silent woods, a primal alchemy begins. Using a massive, vibrant green leaf as a makeshift basin, she captures the pristine water and carries it back to the dry earth. With her bare hands, she surrenders to the mud. She kneads the wet soil, feeling the grit and the moisture combine, transforming the loose dirt into thick, binding clay. This is the very mortar that has built the civilizations of our ancestors across the millennia. It is simple, it is elemental, and it is undeniably enduring. Stone by heavy stone, the foundation of the hearth is carefully laid at the edge of the hollow. The hearth is the eternal center of human existence. It brings warmth to the blood, it brings light to the terrifying dark, and it brings the means to survive. Her hands move with an instinctive, ancestral rhythm shaping the mud, fitting the jagged stones together, and carving a perfect, circular opening for the flames to eventually breathe. Slowly, she sculpts a chimney, drawing the thick mud upward in a delicate, deliberate cone. It is a masterpiece of natural engineering, designed to pull the blinding, suffocating smoke away from the sanctuary and up into the canopy. It stands not as an intrusion, but as an extension of the tree itself, a functional, beautiful sculpture born entirely from the earth beneath her feet. Yet, the floor of the hollow remains damp, uneven, and unforgiving. To truly claim this space, a new foundation must be laid. The steady, rhythmic bite of the steel saw begins to echo through the thick canopy. Fallen logs, already offered up by the forest, are meticulously transformed into perfect circular discs. The raw, intricate grain is exposed to the daylight, revealing the concentric rings that map the very history of the woods. Like pieces of an organic puzzle, these wooden discs are pressed firmly into a fresh, level bed of smooth clay. Slowly, the chaotic, muddy ground is tamed. Piece by piece, she paves a smooth, insulating floor, interlocking with wood. It is a geometry born of the wild, bringing order, warmth, and unparalleled comfort to the hollowed ground. As the interior takes its final shape, she turns her attention to the vast, gaping threshold. The wide opening leaves the sanctuary entirely vulnerable to the elements and the unseen eyes of the night. Supple, thick branches are brought in from the surrounding brush. They are measured, cut, and forcefully wedged to match the organic, unpredictable curve of the tree's opening. It is a meticulous, demanding craft, weaving the rigid sinews of the forest into a sturdy skeletal frame. With deep focus and unwavering patience, she constructs a heavy barricade. Then comes the mud. Handful by handful, the thick clay is forcefully smoothed over the woven wood. She presses it deep into every gap, sealing the wall against the fighting wind. She seamlessly blends the edge of her artificial wall into the rough, living bark of the giant. The tree and the earth become one impenetrable shield. The sanctuary is now fortified, but a home must breathe, and it must welcome its creator. Bamboo, the forest's most versatile, resilient, and elegant gift, is harvested from the nearby slopes. With the sharp precision of a seasoned artisan, the tough green stalks are split and woven together. It is a masterpiece of simple mechanics, perfectly tracing the uneven natural archway of the hollow. This door is a physical boundary light enough to easily move, yet sturdy enough to stand resolutely between the safety of the hearth and the untamed wilderness beyond. As the golden hour approaches, casting long, haunting shadows through the trees, the forest begins to exhale. She ventures out one last time, her hands gathering fresh, vibrant grasses and ferns from the damp hillsides. Every action is deliberate, a testament to a life lived in absolute, perfect harmony with the rhythms of the earth. She lays a soft, green carpet inside the hollow, softening the harsh interior, preparing her haven for the inevitable coming of the dark. And then, the ultimate transformation. The spark is struck. The dry tinder catches the flame, and the clay oven awakens with a sudden, violent breath. Smoke rises, a triumphant, silent signal of human ingenuity, drawing perfectly up the meticulously crafted earthen chimney. Night falls over the canopy like a heavy, velvet curtain. But inside the hollow, the darkness is held fiercely at bay. The flickering amber light casts dancing, hypnotic shadows upon the ancient wooden walls, turning the rough, scarred interior into a glowing, magical pocket of warmth. The catch of the day, carefully skewered on delicate bamboo sticks, is placed over the glowing red coals. The food sizzles loudly in the quiet evening air, the rich aroma filling the tiny home, primal, deep-rooted comfort that echoes back through countless millennia of human survival. She pours a warm drink, taking a slow, well-earned sip, as she sits entirely enveloped in the golden glow of her own creation. Safe within the wooden embrace of the giant, the long day's labor is finally done. She pulls her blanket close, laying back upon her handcrafted wooden floor, a solitary lantern glowing softly beside her. She has not just survived the wild, she has woven herself into its very fabric. Here, against all odds, in the hollow of a forgotten tree, she has crafted a masterpiece of resilience. A true, beating heart, deep within the endless dark of the ancient forest.